Okay, I planted my first bonsais. We got the purple wisteria, the flame tree, the Japanese black pine, the golden rain tree, the blue jacaranda, I don't know if I said that right, the sea buckthorn, and the white magnolia. We'll see what happens. So it turned out to be a pretty good day. Planted my first bonsai. So in this video, we're going to recap all the way from the time I started preparing to the time I planted, all the way to how they're doing a few months later. And as you'll see in this video, some of them survived and others did not. So last year I got this all-in-one bonsai starter kit from Real Petaled, and I never did plant them. So a year later, in February of 2026, I decided to go ahead and get it started. It comes with 7 seed varieties for indoor and outdoor. You get 7 reusable pots, 7 drip trays, 7 soiled discs, which is like a cocoa core, 7 bonsai tree seed packets, which you'll see a lot of in this video, 1 garden tool set, and 1 instruction guide. So we're starting with the instructions because that's where I like to start. I like to know what I'm doing and research before I get started. Now it says, and this is very important, prior to sowing the seeds, we recommend soaking them for 24 hours. But before you do that, you need to clip them with some little clippers. So that's what we did. I will say it's worth noting that I had a hard time scratching any of them. Putting the little seeds in each one. My dog barking in the background. But the white magnolia seeds, of all of them, just when I went to scratch them with the fork, they just crumbled like you can kind of see. They just crumbled. So my mom for Christmas last year, or my birthday, got me this set, and I took some other plants out of there because my brother got me this kit. Okay, so forgive the setup. It's kind of a mess, but this is what we're gonna do. We've got the kit. Each one of these comes with apparently dog hair. Blow that out of there. Comes with these little planter with trays so the water can drain out and have a little bit of air at the bottom, which is awesome. Okay, let's start with 2. And then they come with, what does it say, Real Petaled in light cocoa core. These look like cocoa core. Now, I should probably read the instructions. Let's see what we got in here. We've got, woo! Oh my gosh, nice. Can never have too many of these. Aw, little mini ones are so cute. Okay. Okay, this is awesome. I love these. I probably feel like I'll use pencil. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe they fade over time, but I think I'll use pencil. Okay, let's check out this. Let's get rid of this stuff. Let's check out the starter kit. Real Petaled Bonsai Starter Kit Instruction Guide, www.realpetaled.com. Okay. I'm not gonna go through everything. First 3 days, no direct sunlight. Okay. Keep the soil at the right temperature, 70 to 80 degrees. Good thing this came with a handy dandy temperature gauge, thermometer, and humidity, humidity gauge. Let's see, water balance. Keep your soil moist at all times, never saturated with water. Using a water mist is recommended, which we have one of those. Not a fancy one, but I gotta move some stuff so I can sit down. Okay. So, no direct sunlight. After that, you need to carefully manage the amount of sunlight and airflow that the plant receives. Maple tree seeds need to be cold, stratified indoors in your fridge. Oh, okay. Without the correct temperature, it is impossible to achieve germination. The maple tree seeds need to be cold, stratified indoors in your fridge. Ooh, may have to do some more research on that. Let's see. Just gonna flip through the book for reference, and then I am going to leave, do some research, and come back when I am ready. Soak the seeds in hot water for 24 hours before planting. Yeah, I didn't do that. Definitely pays to read the instructions. Lots to know here, which is great. I love to learn. We're just gonna have to take a break on this video and come back when I am better prepared. There's definitely a lot to know. Okay. Okay, so even though I'm not ready to plant, I am going to go ahead and set these out just to remind myself that I have these ready to go and that I have work to do. Just a little work reminder. Hey, don't forget to do this. I keep seeing these empty bonsai trays here. I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, it will prompt me to do the things I'm supposed to do to make it happen. Not that we have anything else going on around here, you know what I mean? So, okay. It says to put them in the refrigerator. I have not been doing that, but they are in there now. You can see there's a little bit of water in there, warm water. It says to go ahead and put them in the dark for 24 hours. So I want to kind of do that. I'm like hoping they don't spill over. Okay, I just want to kind of, there we go. And then I'm going to take this, just like kind of put it over the top like that for 24 hours. Very solid. Crumbly, it will be messy, but as soon as you put water on it, it's going to expand. I wasn't completely sure whether it was gonna work out or not. I think I had zero expectations of success, especially because I'd let the seeds sit for a year before touching them. I'm not sure if they have a shelf life, but let's see what happened. Okay, so I put the bonsai up here, and they're supposed to be in darkness, but they're for 3 days to germinate, but they're also supposed to not be in direct sunlight, and also supposed to be 85 degrees, 75 to 85 degrees. Like, I don't have a heating pad. Without this cover and without, you know, anything else, just like when I temped it down here, the temperature was at 72.9. It's starting to rise a bit. I was at 79 a minute ago before I moved it up to the top, and then I think it might get back up. We'll see, but I'm hoping that the foil will help a little bit. I wanted to kind of keep the light off of it, but then also try to keep some heat in there. I really don't know if it's gonna work or not. We'll see. Okay, so far, it's hard to see what's going on here. It is currently at 80, I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see it, but it's at 80. 80.8? It's really hard to see, but that's at 80.8 Fahrenheit. I've got some foil on the top to cover, because I don't want the light. It's not supposed to be exposed to the light for 3 days. And I've got the little newspaper clippings on top as well. So we're trying to maintain heat on those bonsai seeds. It says the first 3 days are the most important, and it's more intimidating than other seeds for some reason. My basil is in there. The basil has already kicked off after 1 day. It's ready. Okay, so far it looks like a couple of them have little white mold spots on them. I'm not really sure what that little thing is there in the middle. There's just some white mold growing on the white magnolia. Of course, there was not very much airflow, but it said keep them covered for 3 days at a certain temperature, and they were not overwatered. They were moist, but not damp. I'm not too worried about it. I think once the airflow gets in there, it'll be okay. Still don't know if they're gonna grow, but I don't really see much white mold on the back. I guess there's a, oops, there's a little, it's hard to get back in there. There's a little bit growing on that stick back there. For the most part, I'm thinking, I don't know how long it takes. Each one of these is different, but this is just day 3. Let's see. Its temperature drops really quickly after rolling this up. Flame tree is the first to start sprouting up. And it looks like, oh, I see another one. It's hard to see, but it looks like the blue jacaranda also. So I unzipped this side here to prevent this mold from continuing to get worse. I believe it's because this side has been zipped all the way down the whole time, whereas this side has been blocked from this remote control here. So I've had to leave this side open, and coincidentally, we've got the better growth and less mold on this side. One in the back appears to not have any mold, but it's doing pretty good. But on this side, we've got the most mold growth, and in both of them here on the white magnolia and what's that one in the back? Purple wisteria. We've got a little bit more on what's one? Golden rain tree has also got a little bit of mold there. So the flame tree has really kicked off. The Japanese black pine and the blue jacaranda, not really sure. The rest of them have not kicked off yet, but we do have some fungus gnats going on. So. So we have one of 3. This is the Japanese black pine. One of 3 bonsai that have survived. I planted them from seed. My prize so far is the flame tree. This is actually the one I did not expect to grow for some reason, and it has just taken off. They need to be repotted really bad, but I don't have the correct rocks on soil to make or on hand to make the right kind of soil. So for now, I am giving them a fertilizer in this cocoa coir mix and hoping it will keep them alive long enough. This one here, which actually, let's see, this is the blue jacaranda or jacaranda, I don't know, but it looks like jacaranda to me. Jacaranda, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that. This one, we had 2 little sprouts and 1 tree, 1 pot is the rule. So we need to get rid of one of these guys. We're gonna come back to that in a minute. It's really pretty. It's really pretty leaves. Look at that. So pretty. Some that did not make it, I had the white magnolia, what's that, golden rain tree, the purple wisteria. Oh, I was really excited about that. Didn't make it. And what's this here? The sea buckthorn. It's an interesting name. Sea buckthorn. I don't even remember what that one looked like, but anyhow. Basically what I'm gonna do is take this soil and just repurpose it. This is just plain cocoa coir, and I'm gonna use some fertilizer until I can get some good bonsai, and then I will do a repotting video of all of the trees into the proper type of soil. I'm just not gonna do that today. I don't have the soil on hand. What I'm putting in is a mix of fertilizer. I'll put on the screen. Since cocoa coir by itself has no nutrient value for your plants, you're gonna need fertilizer. I use Envy and a mixture of houseplant tap water conditioner. You can put all of them together in the same bucket. You have to mix them separately, but you can combine them and it's not gonna be a big deal. Tap water is horrible. I mean, horrible. It will kill your plants eventually and cause brown tips. And I wanted these bonsai to have the best chance of survival. So mix 5 gallons of tap water with 5 drops of houseplant tap water conditioner, which I found on Amazon. There's not a link, but you can search it. And it seems to be working really well. And it's saving my plants from the harmful effects of tap water. Make some room. I'm not really sure. I'm new to bonsai, so I'm not really sure how big the root is gonna be. I'm guessing not too big. They seem like dainty little trees. We shall see. Want to kind of give it some extra water. I should have probably watered it earlier. Don't really want to disturb the roots. I'm not, oh, I do kind of feel some roots coming out of the bottom down there. Ooh, boy. I think I'm just gonna have to, I might have to take the whole thing out. My plan was to just get in there and take one of them out, but I'm afraid that if I do that, I'm just gonna rip up all the roots and destroy what I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna try to loosen up the sides a bit. Make sure I'm not damaging any roots that are attached. There are really some roots. You can see the roots coming through the bottom there, because typically what I do is I just put water in here and then let it set there, so the roots are really got to get to the bottom to get to the moisture. I've loosened it quite a bit. Here goes nothing. Okay. It's looking good. Looking healthy. Very solid. Oh my gosh, that is like solid. It's like rock solid on the bottom. No wonder I could feel it kind of crunching. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of pull it apart gently. Oh, I hate to break them up like this, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, there we go. Okay, try not to see that big one. I try not to rip that up too much. You just have to kind of feel it, you know. I was trying not to rip willy-nilly, but kind of let the biggest roots stay with each plant. Okay, so I think that one's gonna basically stay in there for now. Ooh, stay in there. Soil back on the bottom. I know I'm gonna repot this again in a while, but for now, we're just gonna get this back in there. Pretty straggly at this point. He's like a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree at this point. Oh, he'll get better. He'll get better. We hope. Okay. All right, now this one. one is kind of, I want to angle it right. It's because this root is like really darting this direction. I don't want to really disturb it. Normally I would have waited to repot. Okay, there we go. I would have waited to repot until I had the right materials, but since these two really needed to be separated, we had to do what we had to do. We had to do it fast because we were starting to see this one really starting to not do well. I need to go wash my hands. Like this, like what is this? This whole section here has had all this leaf drop. I think it was because they were competing with each other, and this one was winning. But we want to give our little Charlie Brown tree a chance. Giving it a little shake, get some dirt off. Plus, trees like to be shaken a little bit. Can't wait to come back years from now and look and see. Compare the two. What should we call them? They need names, I feel like. Betting this one won't be a Charlie Brown tree forever. Will grow into a big blue jacaranda. Somebody also please tell me how to say that word. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and trim off some of these. I'd like it to put a little bit more effort into the stem and not waste energy on some of these that are already not doing very well. First I gotta clean my clippers. Get some alcohol. One of these. Pretty. Liked that one there, but because it's looking so ick, it's not looking great. That's why I decided I don't want the tree putting energy towards a branch or stem, what you call this, limb that's starting to look like this. Now I don't know, maybe all of them will look like that. This one's also not doing too hot, so I don't want to waste energy on that one. Kind of undecided on this one. Like, it seems like it started dropping a little bit here and here. I'm guessing it's probably not advised to cut here, but I really don't know. Like I said, I'm new to bonsai and I've never had a blue jacaranda tree before, so jacaranda. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. The leaf structure on this, it's so, like, I don't even know the word I want to use. It's almost symmetrical, almost perfectly symmetrical, but it is not. It is so just natural and beautiful, and I just don't even have a word to describe. Each little leaf is like its own little unique, like, look at the uniqueness of those. Not at all symmetrical. And yet they almost are, you know, so close. So pretty. I think I'm gonna leave it like that and we'll kind of see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at the flame tree again. I mean, wow. I've really not been top watering these at all, except for when they're first freshly planted. The stem on this, like, look at that. It is really starting to get woody. Like this one here, of all of the ones I planted, this one feels the most like a tree. Like this one is very, it doesn't look as much, but it feels like really solid. I just don't even know what to think about this tree. How big does it get? I need to do more research. I planted all of these from a bonsai kit that my brother gave me for Christmas last year or 2 years ago, and I waited a year to plant them. But I'm just really excited to see what happens with them. This one's so pretty. This one is not much to speak about yet, but I feel like someday it will be.